Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on the San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. Alright, 49ers fans, get ready because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most significant moves of this offseason, and it's not just about adding a name to the roster. It's about the strategic shift, the potential for a spark that might just help the 49ers go beyond what we saw last season. And yes, I'm talking about the latest signing that has everyone talking, Michael Thomas. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Michael Thomas, isn't he near the end of his career? Hasn't he been plagued by injuries? Well, that's true, but hear me out because this isn't just a signing for the sake of depth. It's a calculated move, a gamble that could pay off in a big way, especially considering the current state of the 49ers' wide receiver room. You see, the 49ers, as talented as they are, have been facing some hurdles at the wide receiver position. Brandon Ayuk, who looked poised for a breakout season last year, is expected to miss at least the first 4 games of the upcoming season as he recovers from a torn ACL and MCL. That's a significant blow because Ayuk has been developing into one of the league's most dynamic playmakers, capable of stretching defenses and making big plays downfield. With his injury, the 49ers need someone who can step up and provide reliable production early on. Ricky Pearsall, another promising receiver, is currently on the physically unable to perform list, which adds to the uncertainty. Pearsall showed flashes last season, but he's still trying to establish himself as a consistent threat. And then there's John Jennings, who's in a tricky spot right now, looking for a new contract or potentially a trade if the team isn't planning to extend him. So the wide receiver room is a bit unsettled, a bit in flux, and that's where Michael Thomas could come in. Now, let's talk about Thomas himself. Yes, he has had his fair share of injuries, especially between 2020 and 2022, which caused him to miss significant time and perform below expectations in 2023, with just 448 yards and 1 touchdown. But what's important here is that he missed all of 2024 after being released by the New Orleans Saints, giving him a full year to recover, rehab, and get back to feeling like himself. Before those injuries, Thomas was a beast. 4 straight seasons over 1,0 yards, including his rookie year in 2016. So we're talking about a player who, when healthy, can still be a reliable target, a possession receiver with great route running ability and hands that catch everything. And if he's returning to full health, the 49ers could be getting a cost-effective, experienced veteran who can provide depth and even start in a pinch. Think about it. The 49ers are a team that's always in win-now mode. Their window isn't closing, it's just shifting. They want to maximize their chances of winning another Super Bowl, and adding someone like Michael Thomas, who's familiar with the physicality and speed of the NFL, could be just what they need. It's about making sure that when Week 1 rolls around, Garoppolo or Purdy, whoever is under center, has enough options to keep defenses honest. It's about depth, yes, but also about potential. Because if Thomas can get back to even a fraction of his prime production, he could be a real difference maker for the 49ers' passing attack. Let's not forget how the 49ers have built their identity, a team that's physical, disciplined, and adaptable. Adding Thomas could give them a new dimension in the passing game, especially in third-down situations or in the red zone, where his experience and hands could be clutch. And for Thomas himself, returning to California, playing in his home state, could be the perfect way to cap off his career if he manages to stay healthy and contribute. That's a story that fans love to see. Local boy makes good, even if it's in the twilight of his career. Now I know some of you are wondering about the timeline here, the impact on the team, and whether this move is just for depth or something more. Well, the 49ers are known for their smart, calculated moves, and they've always valued versatility. Michael Thomas, despite the injuries, remains a player with a high football IQ and a knack for making tough catches in traffic. His route running is still solid, and if he's in shape, he can be a reliable security blanket for whoever's leading the offense. Plus, with the current uncertainty at wide receiver, bringing in someone who has been a Pro Bowler and a 1-0 yard receiver multiple times is a low-risk, high-reward move. It's about adding that veteran presence and competition that could push Ayuk, Pearsall, and even Jennings to elevate their game. And if we look at the bigger picture, the NFC West is as competitive as ever. The Seahawks are improving, the Rams are always lurking with talent, and even the Cardinals are looking to surprise some folks. The 49ers need every edge they can get, and adding Michael Thomas might just be that secret weapon that helps them stay on top. The team has already shown resilience and adaptability, overcoming injuries and setbacks last season to make another deep playoff run. This move fits perfectly into that mindset, an opportunistic addition that could pay dividends when it matters most. I also want to point out that this signing sends a message to the division. The 49ers are serious about competing, about winning now, and about leveraging every advantage they can find. It's a bold move, considering Thomas's injury history, but that's what good teams do. They take calculated risks to get better. And if Thomas can stay healthy, he might just remind everyone why he was considered one of the top receivers in the league not so long ago. Plus, having a player of his caliber, even if he's not in his prime, provides invaluable leadership and experience for the locker room, which is crucial for a team aiming for another Super Bowl appearance. As we look ahead to the season, the expectations are high. The 49ers are stacked on both sides of the ball, with a dominant defense and an offense capable of putting up points in a variety of ways. The addition of a veteran receiver like Michael Thomas could be the missing piece that helps them push through tough playoff defenses and secure that elusive Lombardi trophy. And for the fans, this move sparks hope and excitement, because it's a reminder that the 49ers are always looking for ways to improve, to adapt, and to stay competitive at the highest level. So, what does this mean for the upcoming season? Well, it means that the 49ers are not settling. They're not just relying on what they already have. They're actively seeking ways to strengthen their roster, to add depth and experience, and to give their quarterback more options. It also means that the team understands the importance of having reliable targets in the passing game, especially with the injuries and uncertainties at the wide receiver position. If Thomas can stay healthy and regain some of his form, he could be a key contributor, helping the 49ers maintain their status as NFC contenders and maybe even reach another Super Bowl. And let's be honest, fans love stories like this. A player who's faced adversity, who's had to fight his way back after injuries, returning to play in his home state, and potentially making a significant impact. It's the kind of narrative that keeps us glued to the screen, and it's exactly what makes NFL football so compelling. The 49ers are always in the mix, always pushing forward, and with this signing, they're sending a message that they're not done yet. They're hungry, they're ambitious, and they're willing to take some risks to ensure they stay at the top. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So, in conclusion, this move by the 49ers to sign Michael Thomas is more than just adding another receiver. It's a statement of intent. It's about building a roster that's versatile, experienced, and ready to compete at the highest level. It's about giving their quarterback the tools he needs to succeed, and it's about setting the stage for what could be another historic season for the franchise. The road to another Super Bowl is never easy, but with moves like this, the 49ers are clearly showing that they're in it to win it, no matter what obstacles come their way. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news.